Since we're all guilty of either sitting on a chair working the whole day or lazing in bed on a day off, the one body part that needs maximum attention is our back. With a rise in pay packages and hectic work schedules, there's also a steady rise in young people suffering from bad backs. Thankfully, a little exercise can go a long way in ensuring your back is top shape, no matter what your schedule. Here are 10 exercises you can do at home, without any equipment, that'll get you a fitter, more supple back. 1. Superman. Weak back extensors can reduce spinal and pelvic support, but doing an exercise called a Superman can help. Lie on your stomach and slowly lift both your arms and legs simultaneously, as much as possible. Lie face down on the ground and stretch both arms out in front of the body, keeping the legs stretched out and flat on the ground. Raise both the hands and feet, aiming to create a gap of about 6 inches between them and the floor. Hold this position for as long as you comfortably can and keep looking straight ahead. Try to pull in the belly button, lifting it off the floor to engage the core muscles. Keep the head straight and look at the floor to avoid neck injury. Stretch the hands and feet outward as far as possible. Hold the position for 2 seconds. Return to the starting position. Repeat 10 times. 2. Aquaman. For this variation of Superman, first lift your right arm and the left leg as much as you can. And when you bring the two down, lift your left arm and your right leg. Do both these movements as fast as possible. 3. Bhujangasana or the Cobra pose. Lying in the prone position, place your palms at shoulder level and tightening your stomach, lift your upper body in a stretch with your eyes facing upwards. Make sure to keep your chest lifted and avoid arching your back. 4. Squats. For those who didn't know, since squats isometrically use both the lower and upper back, they're a great workout to strengthen your spine too. Moving the hips back, bend the knees and hips to lower the torso, and after pausing for a couple of seconds, return to the upright position. 5. Bhujangasana or the bridge pose. Bridges work a person's gluteus maximus, which is the large muscle of the buttocks. The gluteus maximus is one of the most important muscles in the body, and keeping it strong can help support the lower back. Lying on the floor, bend your knees and place your feet on the floor. Next, sucking in your stomach, lift your pelvis and buttocks as high as possible as you try and grab the back of your feet with your hands. 6. Cat stretch. The cat stretch can help lengthen the back, make it stronger, and ease tension in the muscles. To perform the cat stretch, get onto the hands and knees with the knees hip-width apart. Come down on all fours and take a deep breath. As you exhale, push your belly towards your spine, curving your back to the ceiling. Hold this position for a few seconds and then, slowly bring your back down to normal. Repeat 3 to 5 times twice a day. 7. Kneeling extension. Get your body on all fours and lift your right leg and left arm to shoulder level. Hold this position for a few seconds while looking straight ahead. Then, bring the leg and arm down and lift the left leg and right arm next. 8. Plank. Since it requires you to tighten your core, the plank is a great way to strengthen your back, especially the lower part of it. Depending on your fitness level, either do the forearm version or the classic one and make sure to look straight ahead for extra effect. 9. Dolphin kicks. Place your torso on a table or bench as you lie on your stomach and slowly lift both your legs together in the air as high as you can. If lifting both the legs together is particularly tough, do it one leg at a time. 10. Bhujangasana or the downward dog pose. This is the best stretch for the lower back ever. Begin in a kneeling position with your hands directly under the shoulders and fingers spread wide. Tuck your toes and engage your abs as you push your body up so only your hands and feet are on the ground. Press through your hands, moving your chest gently towards your thighs and your heels towards the floor. Don't forget to breathe normally through all the exercises and try and push yourself every single time. If you suffer from lower back pain or back pain in general and want to learn how to get rid of it, then listen, let me tell you a quick story about one of my friends. Her name is Joyce. Joyce was in her 40s, but the arthritis in her back was so severe, she could hardly even walk. Just 10 minutes on her feet was torture. The worst part was, she had 2 young children, but she was in such pain, it was difficult to play with them, or look after them properly. She felt like she was missing out on their entire childhood. Joyce saw physical therapists, massage therapists, chiropractors, and eventually she found herself in doctors' offices. The doctors all had the same answer for Joyce: surgery. The reason the doctors were suggesting surgery was because of her herniated disc. It was starting to slide, and if this continued, there was a high chance the disc would cut through her spinal cord, leaving her permanently paralyzed from the waist down. Joyce was devastated. She knew exactly how invasive the surgery was and wanted to avoid it at all costs. Now, listen. Your back probably isn't as bad as Joyce's was. But over time, things are only going to get worse. Your disc may soon begin to slide towards your spinal nerve also. So don't be surprised if one day, you bend down to pick something up, hear a crunch, and all of a sudden you can't breathe because the pain is so bad. That's how sudden these things can happen, so don't be surprised if this happens to you. However, Joyce's story shows that no matter how bad your situation is, there is always hope. I'm happy to say Joyce's story has a happy ending. Joyce learned the targeted spinal release method and she began using it daily. Within 3 weeks, she could easily walk for 30 minutes with zero pain. And just a few weeks after that, Joyce was completely pain-free. It was a remarkable transformation. Going from the verge of needing surgery and facing the prospect of being paralyzed from the waist down, to being pain-free in just a few weeks. All without steroid injections, endless chiropractic sessions, expensive doctor bills, and most importantly of all, this is the power of targeted spinal release method. If you are interested in learning more about this method, simply click on the link below under this video in the description and check out the method that made Joyce back pain-free in 30 days. If you're ready to take back control and get pain-free for the first time in months or even years, then you know what to do. Click the link below and start your back pain-free life now.